What's up, dudes? It's Gaz. Welcome to the Warframe video. I would just like to welcome you guys to another week of Nightwave tips and tricks. And this is a extremely nice week in Nightwave, guys, because all the challenges can be cross-progressed. It's really nice, but there's no Kuva in the cred store, but don't worry about that. If you have access to arbitrations, that is the best new Kuva farm if you spend your Vitus Essence on Kuva. So let's go over these challenges really quickly, guys. First is weekly is Eliminator. Complete 3 exterminate missions. One of the elite weeklies involves an exterminate mission, so you'll be getting cross progression on that either way. Second weekly is pick up 8 rare mods. That means off the ground, obviously. Saboteur is the next weekly. Complete 3 sabotage missions. Next weekly is Sound Sleeper. Complete 3 nightmare missions of any type. Remember, you unlock nightmare missions by completing every mission on a planet. Venus Bounty Hunter. Complete 5 different bounties in the Orb Valis on Venus. The Venus open world, get those different named bounties and different leveled bounties. First Elite Weekly, Kill Shot. Kill 1,500 enemies. Then the last Elite Weekly is Silent Eliminator. Complete any exterminate mission with level 30 or higher enemies without triggering alarms. So if you use Mesa in the Void, it still counts as not triggering the alarms. If you do exactly what I did in the video. I'll show you guys in a couple minutes. Now let's go over these cred offerings for the week. Auric and Catalyst. I think I have a couple. I have 3 of those. Good stuff. As far as helmets, we got the Garuda Bathory helmet, which I would recommend. I would recommend it for sure. Anaros helmet. I don't really see this one used too much, but it's good for a mummy look. The Canopic helmet. Vauban is getting a rework, so maybe consider getting this Vauban helmet. His 3 is going to become a lot better. It's going to be basically Nidus's 2, but it's going to be different a little bit. It's going to basically make it where his 3 grabs enemies up in the air, and then you can deactivate it to pull the enemies into the middle. And pulling enemies all into one spot is good with AoE weapons. For the Aura mods this week, we got Speed Holster, Sprint Boost, Rifle Scavenger, EMP Aura, Energy Siphon, and Corrosive Projection. So if you don't have, if like say you've gotten through all your cred offerings and all that, if you can farm some Nightwave rep, there's really good Aura mods this week, guys, for selling and especially having. So you want to make sure you have both Corrosive Projection and Energy Siphon. And honestly, I'd say make sure you get Sprint Boost as well. The rest, like EMP Aura, I haven't really noticed it too much, but maybe with 4 people it'll be more noticeable. I've never done a 4-person squad with this. It doesn't really help your damage, so probably not. We got the Emissary Ornament this week, guys, so that decoration, I need to make sure I get this myself because I've not gotten this yet, and that's a ship decoration. It only comes during this season, and the season's probably ending pretty soon, so yeah, lots of stuff in the cred store that's pretty important this week, guys. Not to mention we got 3 pieces of Mastery fodder if you need to get these for Mastery to get the next level. Got the Dark Sword Blueprint, the Heat Sword Blueprint, and the Pangolin Sword Blueprint. For the Heat Sword, does this even do fire damage? I don't think it does. When you do a slam attack, it does heat damage. That's what it is. Okay. Yeah, that's going to be it for the cred offerings and basic overview, guys. Let's get into the more nitty-gritty, and we can talk a little bit more. Alright. So, first things first. You can cross-progress every challenge. So, in the green boxes, those are the ones you can mainly cross-progress, so the fact that there's a sabotage over here is just because you can cross progress with the nightmare one as well. You can't technically do an exterminate and a sabotage at the same time, but I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to go for here. I guess I could have put that in a different color, but that's the thing. Basically, for the Silent Eliminator, guys, let's get right into the gameplay. This is the Stealth Mesa strat. So I'm putting corrosive and fire rate on my regular pistols, and I'm also going to be putting basically no range on the build. The focus is on duration, tank stats, energy, basically everything but range. And I like strength a little bit too. Strength's not super important. We're going to go to the Void, and yeah, you want to make sure that you do the high-level mission in the Void, not the low-level mission. See, I almost go to the low-level one here, and then I'm like, oh wait, I'm not supposed to do the low-level one. I click off of it. It's called Oxamoko in the Void, guys. and you're gonna go there with Mesa, and I only brought a melee weapon just because I'm superstitious. Like, I don't want to shoot with a loud weapon and maybe set off the imaginary alarms. Who knows? I did it like this, and it works. So I got the top 2 equipped and my Mesa pistols, and we just kill everybody. So make sure you kill all the enemies in the mission, and look out for the shotgun guys, because the shotgun guys do a lot of damage. But if you have your 3 up, it shouldn't be too bad. The thing about having low range on Mesa is that you don't have a large radius on your stun and make the enemies jam their weapons effect. So yeah, you basically want to roll in like I'm doing, kind of, and just insta-kill them. That's what I do, at least. You can play Mesa however you want, guys. I'd say Corrosive is just the easiest. Corrosive and Fire Rate, because they have decent stash chance on the regular pistols, so if you keep firing, it's going to keep removing armor, and it's going to scale pretty well. And then the base damage is good enough against the shielded corpus units that it's not effective against, really. Like, the base damage is fine. Like, if you keep shooting for a while, they're going to die. It's not good, because they don't have any armor, usually. On enemies like Bombards, where like radiation's the best, it's not the greatest, to be honest. But you don't usually see a ton of those that are super high level all the time in like a mission like this, so Corrosive works out super good. Oh yeah, also bring Zeneric. I have an Energized equipped, that's why I'm like completely full energy. If you had Zeneric equipped, you could just like go a little bit slower through the mission, and it would be completely fine. Like, you could just wait for the Zeneric regeneration to tick. Even if you have Energy Siphon, guys, it's honestly fine. Just put Energy Siphon on. That's regen right there. That's why I think everyone should get Energy Siphon, because you can use that in addition to Zeneric when the enemies are super low level. Like, I have this build I've been using on Limbo. It's basically the Syndicate Medallion build Limbo. I just been spamming the bubble. It's really fun because it kills the low level enemies really easily, and it kills containers. And if you have Vacuum, it sucks up all the loot, so it's a really good combo. But yeah, be careful if you're doing this strategy, because if there's an Ancient right next to a Nullifier, the Ancient can be inside the Nullifier bubble, and it's really annoying to deal with. Like, it just happened twice in a row right there. Because you can't shoot the Nullifier with your Mesa pistols, so... That's it, guys. Like, basically, you just keep killing everything, go to the end. I thought there was an I-10 Sculpture in here, but it was a fail. It was not. It was just a container. More Nullifiers, Mesa's worst enemy. I should have just gone to Extraction here, but just gotta kill the Nullifiers sometimes, guys. They just don't deserve to live. So yeah, the other challenges, like I was talking about, so this kill 1,500 enemies one, guys, dude, you could just do that in all these missions. The hardest one is going to be the Plains Bounties. Also, look right here at the bottom, it counted. It also counted for the Eliminator challenge, so it was pretty clutch, honestly. So, just make sure that you're doing the cross-contamination. The hardest one's going to be the Venus Bounties, because you can capture the bases and get the lower level versions of other missions. So I've actually done that a couple times. Capturing the bases can be kind of fun for immersion, but it doesn't really pay out anything good. Honestly, I hope the new orb, like the third one, it makes it like you have to capture like multiple bases or something in a single session, and then you can summon a third orb or something cool like that. You know, like, it doesn't work like that right now. You can only capture one base at a time. But if they made it like something like that, that would be really, really sick. And that's what I was hoping for with the first orb, technically. So, like, yeah. Beyond that, Nightmare missions and Sabotage and Exterminate. Try to cross-contaminate those guys. It's going to be a lot faster. And then, like I showed, Mesa works on that. I'm pretty sure any DPS would work on that. I don't know if using like a rifle with no silencer is going to set off the imaginary alarms for DE, but yeah, just make sure that you progress. I had some dailies I didn't do. If you're doing the Poisoner daily, use Saren's third ability, make sure damage into Toxin, which is perfect. Petting your Kubrow, I think that's not the melee button, the interact button in your ship near the Cat or Kubrow, and blast damage. Either use Octavia or mod for it, I guess, or just use an explosive weapon. Really, really easy week, guys. So yeah, I'm just like having a really good time playing some other games right now, guys. I've been playing some Fallout 4. I haven't played Fallout 4 for a long time, but it actually is pretty. Like, there was a bunch of locations I hadn't explored yet, so I checked that game out a couple of days ago. That was really fun. Also, did a bunch of Destiny 2 yesterday. Super improved my gear. Oh my gosh, I got such big upgrades. But this is not the Destiny 2. Like, I made this channel to be a Warframe channel, guys. That's not what the previous video was like at all. It was not. That was not the focus of it. Sorry if it came across like that. That was not the intent. it's definitely a Warframe channel, 100%. But I was thinking, like, after, like, you guys were like, okay, well, if you want to do Warframe videos, go for it. I was thinking, like, dude, I have some pretty cool builds in Destiny. So, like, I'm going to make, like, maybe the Destiny Void Warlock build. Maybe we'll upload that to the channel if you guys are okay with that. Like, I'm totally okay with it as well. And then I use, like, the Void class for all three. I was realizing that yesterday. Like, the Void's, like, the one that makes things explode. And I like to play Nova and make things explode in this game. And I like to use that in the other game as well, Destiny, guys. So, like, that guide I posted by Sweatsickle yesterday, really useful. We'll be doing some, like, easy mode loadouts for Warframe the next couple days. I actually was inspired to make a video on that today. So, also Daikyu is really good. We're in the Simulacrum, actually, or we're not in the Simulacrum. The reason I didn't do this in the Simulacrum, guys, is because you cannot check the cred offerings in the Simulacrum. So, basically, the Daikyu, get a headshot with that thing, they're dead. Especially with a Riven. It used to let you one-shot. You could one-shot Eidolons with it before, but you still can technically if you stack the auras and all that. But this is my old Ivara build. I actually rolled my Riven, so I don't think I can do it at all now. But yeah, multi-shot, critical chance minus projectile speed. You can control the arrow with Ivara, and don't put any multi-shot on your build if you're using Ivara to control the arrow. You just make one super arrow. That's why I was trying out Hammer Shot. I was able to one-shot with this build, so that was nerfed though because the Eidolons had additional damage reduction for a while. But yeah, we'll get more into that in some other videos, guys. There'll be an easy mode loadout coming in very soon, and I will see you guys very soon, hopefully. So yeah, hopefully this was enjoyable for you guys. I will talk to you next time. Please like, share, subscribe. Peace.